Mr. Speaker, permission to use a prop.
We're not allowing props today, Mr. DeMaio.
Then why have you become props to Governor Gavin Newsom's presidential campaign? That is what SB 280 is, an unnecessary special election at a cost of $250 million. Why? Because his campaign for president has been going down in flames and he needs something to prop up his chances. Make no mistake about it, this is a political stunt, an unnecessary, costly special election because Gavin Newsom needs chum in the water for political attention. You know it and I know it, and you're allowing state taxpayer money to be used for it. My friends across the aisle say that this is no more than a special election like the recall was in 2021. But let me tell you why there's a big difference. The recall in 2021 was a citizen's right. You may disagree with it. I know you all likely voted against it. But it is a right of the citizens to collect signatures and place items on the ballot and trigger a special election. If you felt that this was necessary to overturn the 2010 Citizens Initiative that took the power out of your hands to manipulate lines, and that's what you're doing here, that's what ACA 8 does, takes the power away from the Citizens Commission, gives it right back to the politicians so they can do what they've done for the last 72 hours, go behind closed doors and manipulate maps and draw lines and fashion congressional districts for themselves or their friends in the future. If you wanted to do all that, then you should have done a citizens initiative campaign. You should have collected your signatures like the recall backers did, but you didn't. Because you have no problem spending precious, scarce state tax dollars in the middle of a budget crisis. You say that we have to defend dollars for California, but you have wantonly wasted money, for example, giving free health care to illegal immigrants at the cost of $10 billion and counting. $250 million applied to our state budget may not make up for your multi-billion-dollar deficit, but it's a start. You know what $250 million would do? It would fully fund Prop 36 so that we could give power and tools to the prosecutors and the law enforcement agencies to arrest and punish criminals. Voters voted for Prop 36, but you refused to fund it. From the party that says, let the voters decide and let's do what the voters want. Baloney. You do what you want. Might makes right, and that's exactly what you've done for the last 72 hours by trampling over constitutional provisions and violating House rules. And you talk about a fair election, SB 280 shortens the timeline necessary for an election, but because you have an urgency clause there, might makes right. You change election law. And now you're going to slap a misleading ballot title on. You can't even win based on the truth. You say you trust the voters, but you don't trust them enough to tell them the truth. Because your ballot measure title, because we've seen it, we've seen your polling that the DCCC or someone paid for, retains the Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission. Are you proud of yourselves? Retains the Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission? You are eviscerating that commission. You are nullifying that commission. You are suspending the voice of the citizens and what they decided to grab the power back for yourself. And don't for a moment call it temporary. You know darn well that this is permanent. You will never give the power back to the people once you seize it back from them.
30 seconds.
And finally, you say that you're going to respect the vote of the people. Did you do that with Prop 36 by fully funding it? No. Did you respect the vote of the people who put Article 21 in our state constitution and said you shouldn't have the ability to draw maps? You're drawing a map in violation of the state constitution. You don't care about what the voters said. You're disregarding it from 2010. Oh, but they'll retroactively approve our decision here. Will they? Give them an honest ballot title. You'll see what these voters
Thank you, Mr. DeMaio. Thank you, Mr. DeMaio. Mr. DeMaio, that was pretty funny. I was so tempted to recognize birthdays, but I refrained.